right. Yo, good morning. Wendy, how you doing? We in here this morning. Got some coffee. I'm gonna need to get some pencils sharpened. And what else? I think that's it. For right now, let's sharpen some of these pencils. I started putting together another song last night. I might just do that before we start, messing with the visual stuff. See if we can make this song. Um, Man, I was running through these pencils yesterday. They're all getting kind of short. Which is good, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we use these pencils. So I'm gonna sharpen these up and see if we can get like one or two more uses out of them. I know I have a whole stack of pencils somewhere. I should just pull out some new stuff. Man, that's hot. Okay, the song that I was putting together last night. I don't have a hook for it. I might have to write something new. And then I was trying to find the second verse to another song that I wrote. This is a good one. Alright, so this book right here has 1, 2, 3 verses. Alright, I used that verse already. I used this verse already. I used this verse already. Alright, so I mostly did everything in this one. Alright, I did that verse. And I did that verse. So this book right here is almost, everything in here was almost utilized. There are maybe 4 more verses in this book that aren't bad. I think I can actually use these. This right here, my mind is like an open book. Turn the page and take a look. I think like a fucking genius and choose to live like a crook. All the time it really took trying to change the situation only got me whiplash, head trauma, lacerations. Never had the real patience, cause pain causes penetration to your self-esteem, your ego, and your motivations. Now my mind is manipulated, sicker fried and stir fried. Now when I sell crack, I always gotta serve high. I can use that. I like that. It only got me whiplash, head trauma, lacerations. Alright, so that book stays out. We can definitely use that one. Use some of those verses in there. Like I say, it's been a bit of an ordeal just trying to flip through these books and find the verses that I'm looking for. I might can use this verse. And see, I don't want to rip. I wish I could just rip them out, but I don't want to do that either. See, this one right here has a lot of good stuff in it. I don't know about this one. Hmm. That might be something. I used that. I used that. I used that one already. I used that already. I used that one. I used that one. I used that one. Alright, so there is something here. I might be able to use that one. I literally am a black artist. Are your songs based on personal experience? Yes. Most of my music is based on personal experience. I write from real life. Like I say, even most of my gangster rap shit, it may not seem like it, but I was a very bad person. I was a troubled kid. Have anger issues and abandonment issues, and I had a bad cousin who was going through the same things that I was, but he was older than I, so he had more lived trauma at the time than I did, and he just put all of that trauma on me. So I was introduced to sex at a very, very young age, way younger than anybody should ever be introduced to sex. I started selling drugs when I was like 12 years old. I've been in many fights. I've been in a couple of shootouts. I've prostituted women. This stream is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I do not hold any degrees or certifications in any field, so I do not give out any advice at all, whether it be political, financial, medical, religious, scientific, or otherwise. So don't believe anything I say. And if you do think anything I say is true, I always advise you to do your own research and figure things out for yourself, because I am wrong most of the time. I'm doing this for fun, and these streams are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe what I'm saying. Do not take anything I say seriously or literally. So, yeah, I have a lot of life experiences to write about. I was in foster care at a young age. My mom was an addict my entire life. She was never able to kick her addiction. So I had a crackhead mother my entire life. My father died at a very young, when I was very young, maybe 5 years old. My father died. Never knew him. Uh, there's tons of addiction in my family. My mom OD'd from drugs. One of my uncles OD'd from drugs. Uh, so yeah, I had a very colorful childhood, if you would like to say. But also, I know that I'm very fortunate to be where I'm at now. My life could have taken so many different paths that would have been very, very negative. Um, so I'm fortunate, I'm appreciative. I'm not religious or anything, but I like to say the word blessed. I feel blessed. My life is full of abundance, and I don't have a real understanding why. I don't know why my life is so good, that my life is as decent as it is now. I don't think it should be this way. I don't think I should be living as comfortable as I do right now. It's very weird to me. If you really knew my upbringing, like, I don't know. So I try to put all of that stuff in my music, and sometimes it gets very bad and very dark, but I have experience, and some of it can be exaggerated and add a little fluff to it for, entertainment purposes. But yeah, I've done a lot of crazy shit, you know. Uh, I am literally a black artist. When I dropped out, I just wrote them. I began art with aerosol heads. Now I have to study and work, seeing another black man with dreads do art is needed for me. Yo, Dark Creed 211. That's why I'm here. I'm here for you, bro. I am black oil painting too. I'm young. I just started oil painting from Grochet. What's my Instagram? Yo, Dark Creed. My last name is Prince, like the son of a king, or like the artist, the singer Prince. And I make paintings. So if you look up paintings by the Prince, you can find me on all social media. Uh, Also, my first name is Travis. So if you Google Travis Prince artist, all of my stuff will come up that way too. Google is probably easier. It'll take you right to my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube, my Pinterest, everything. Like all of my shit will come up if you Google it. But if you go straight to the social media platforms, paintings by the Prince. Welcome to you, young black man, oil painter, artist, creator, extraordinaire, intellectual, the next generation. I'm here for you, bruh. I do this specifically for people like you. Welcome to the stream. I'm happy you found me. I hope we can build some rapport and start a beautiful friendship from here. Like my homegirl Wendy City. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we do throughout the week. We get in here right after work in the evenings, normally around 3:30, and we do a couple of hours in the evenings of painting. On the weekends, we get in here first thing in the morning. On Saturday and Sunday morning, we come right in the studio, and we get some painting in. So, yeah, so this is my studio setup. I have some iPads, the laptop, and all that shit for streaming purposes. Here's a TV and PlayStation in here. Got a mini fridge and a microwave because we're in here for hours at a time. So just in case we need to eat while we're in the studio. Currently trying to get some of these new canvases sketched up for some upcoming projects. So we have one, two, three, four, five new canvases that we're starting up right now. A bunch of them are going to be for this series here, the Whisper series, sharing a secret between two friends. I'm happy that I came up with this idea because I think it's really cool. I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, so we're getting a lot of references for the Whisper series. There's one back there that I'm currently working on. Also doing a space series. So I just finished this piece right here of the planet Earth, which came out pretty good. But yeah, man, art and education. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the studio. Our main purpose is to make art, bro. All we're doing is making some art. All we're doing is making art. So, like I say, last night I did start typing up this little piece of a rhyme that I found. It's not a full 16 bars, so I will have to add something to it. Even the last bar on here, I don't really like it. So it says, fuck all that bullshit. I'm playing with a full deck. And I got a full clip. Nigga, get your tooth chipped. My gang is ruthless. And you can get your roof lift. Talking all that yang yang, running off with loose lips. I'm a human flame. Niggas know I keep my tool lit. Shoot a couple fireballs, make you do a two-step. With no sweat, I'm running through Hell's Kitchen. Blowing up your hood like a bad transmission. Smoking big blunts, chiefing hard like an engine. I mean Indian. Don't make me bring my semi in. And that's all I got so far. It sounds funny when I read it, but when I rap that shit, it's gonna be fucking hard, bro. It's gonna be super hard. I needed bigger pieces too, son. Work your way up to it. Trust me, bro. I did little paintings for years, bro. I was on 10 by 14s and 11 by 12s for a long time, bro. For a long time, for years. And somebody really forced me, like an old head artist forced me. He was like, man, your shit is good. Make it bigger. Bro, you told me that shit 3 times over the course of a year. Every time I ran into this motherfucker, yo, he'd give me a compliment. He'd be like, yo, that looks really good. Make it bigger. Why? If I make it bigger, I gotta spend more money on a bigger canvas. It's gonna take me longer to complete the painting. But it looks different, bigger. It makes the viewer feel small. And that's good. Art should make you feel small. Art should expose you to the grandness of the world. When you step in front of a beautiful painting, it should humble you. And the art should be big as life and put you in your place to let you know that I'm very insignificant in a way, but very important also in a way. And so a bigger the canvas is, especially if it's good art, it humbles the viewer and makes the viewer think more about this piece and about their relation to the art. So make it bigger. Always make it bigger. When a motherfucker stand in front of your shit, they just like, ooh, like, whoa, this is a lot to take in. Yeah, bitch, it's a lot to take in. Take your time, deal with it, analyze it, think it through, and then move on. And hopefully when you move on, this shit has changed you as a person. Have you had some type of emotional response to this art? If not, I'll try better next time. If you have, my job has been accomplished. Make it bigger. Alright. So we did get that typed up. We need to find something to add to it. Y'all niggas like the chitter chatter, acting like you bigger batter. Silencers go pitter patter. Get your ass split splattered. Then I hit Waverly Ave up, and I'm trying to get a big bag of Killer Green, smoking lean, like that grass up. Y'all like the chitter chatter, silencers go pitter patter. Yo, Dark, how old are you, bro? You say you're a young artist. I mean, young is a spectrum, depending on who you are. How old are you, bro? Damn, I want to do this new song right now, but it takes so long just looking through all these notebooks. I should have did that shit last night more before I went to bed. Now I'm really ready to just try to get some more details on this sketch so we can get these paintings done. 18? Use my man. Where you from, bro? Bro. If I was... If I was really pushing my art and being serious about it, and especially if like if I had a mentor at 18, well, I would be a beast right now. Yeah, you young, man. Stick with that shit, bro. Stick with it. If you enjoy this thing, if you enjoy being a creative, if you enjoy creating art, don't ever walk away from that shit, bro. That's what's up, yo. He said, Ratu. Man, you gotta get on Ghost in the Shell. I seen you some stuff. I hype you up, bro. I got some anime. It'll change your life, dog. I'm an old head, so I'll put you on some old school anime. Damn. Alright. Godson, what up? All the way from from the motherland of Ireland. How you doing? Come over there and kiss that Blarney Stone. Yo, is kilts a Irish tradition as well? Irish um, garment. Irish, they wear kilts, right? No. You working on the cartoon type. That's what's up, bro. We have tartan, but not kilts. That's Scottish. I, okay. I couldn't couldn't think like a tartan. Now I gotta look that up. Okay, well, what I'm seeing is tartan is actually the type of pattern. So is that the proper tartan is the proper word for plaid? Interesting. Art and education. I'm be learning some shit too, man. I don't. Hey, we all don't know everything independently, but together we are a super brain. We put our brains together, we know everything. That's it, right? We can figure anything out and come up with an answer. Like checkered colors. Okay, Tarzan is the pattern in the. See, I was on the other screen reading the interwebs, and you already telling me this shit. Okay, so I got a kilt. I haven't worn it in public yet, but I have a kilt with the tartan pattern on it. But like you said, that's Irish. No, that's Scottish, not Irish. Man, I wish I already had the words for the rest of this song because I wanna hear a new song, but I don't have the words for it. And right now, for this, I would probably have to write something new. I would have to write to add to it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. We have 10 bars that I actually like. The last bar I don't like. So could we come up with 6 bars of new lyrics? Like new gangster lyrics to fit this old gangster verse? It's hard for me to write the way that I used to write. And plus, like right now, if I wanted to write something, I would probably need to listen to a beat too. I might just save the writing part for later. Like I said, I already got this little piece typed up. Um, I'll work on it later. I meant to write something yesterday, but stayed in the studio most of the day yesterday, which is good because I got all these things projected on the canvases. Now we're just going to kind of sharpen them up a little bit where they need to be. And then I think this weekend has been very, very, very productive. Uh, I'm going to smoke with you, then paint. Ah, mama put me on Wu-Tang. Yo. G-Ma put me on the weed. Yo, G-Ma gangster. And your mom gangster for the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang for the kids, man. People don't know that shit, bro. Wu-Tang for the kids. I just seen one of the Wu-Tang members drop a verse last week. Capadonna dropped like a little freestyle verse last week. I was listening to Wu-Tang when I was your age. And Wu-Tang still making music, bro. That's how hardcore like the rappers from my generation are. Like them boys dangerous, bro. Still making music. Now I don't know. I'm at that age now where I am phasing out of pop culture and I don't keep up with like the new young actors or the new young musicians and things like that or the influencers. I'm aging out of that. So I really couldn't name like popular rappers right now. But you think of one of your favorite young rappers right now who's close to your age, one of the 20 something year old rappers. Think about one of those guys and imagine 15 or 20 years from now, and do you think that this rapper you're thinking of, will they still be making music in 20 years? The guys I listen to have been making music for 35, 40 years, yo. Eminem just dropped the album this year. This dude been making music for 30 years. Nas dropped the album last year. He's been making music for 35 years. Like, there's a couple of guys that went to wars that Capadonna shit, bro. Yo, he just dropped a freestyle verse, and that shit went hard. I had to share that shit on my Facebook. Yo, I was like, yo, Dexter. Oh, Dexter dead in 5 years. No disrespect. I don't even know who that is. See. But I remember like the last phase of rap, like that mumble rap shit. I was kind of like trying to listen to some of these new guys, Little Pump and Ski Mask, the Slump God, and Takashi 6ix9ine, and who else came in? Little Yachty, and all these niggas came in like that wave. What's the XX Tentacion and the one dude who OD because he ate all his pills. Like those, I tried to listen to that era of people, and like nobody from that shit really ever caught my ear. Nobody really caught my ear, and all those guys, like nobody don't listen to their shit now. I don't think. Like Lil Uzi Vert, he still got like a fan base, but man, these motherfuckers were all like some just a trend. They were some trendy ass rappers, and they shit not gonna stay around, yo. It's just not. So music is crazy. I love music. But I really do think that my era of rap, like we had the golden age of rap. And there's a lot of respect and a lot of credit we have to give to the people who actually got hip hop to where it was at. And that comes from the disco era, the jazz and blues era. All that shit helped build the foundations for hip hop. And when DJ Kool Herc and those guys took those old Motown tracks and those old disco tracks and just started scratching and breaking that shit down. But then like it took decades for the sound to become the sound. It was always experimental. People were experimenting for years and years until naturally hip hop formed its own voice. And once it acquired its own voice in the 80s, the mid 80s, late 80s, that's when like rap really started. You know what I'm saying? It was hip hop. Before it was more like spoken word, but like the motherfuckers who I listened to as a kid, they made rap what rap is, yo. They just did it. They made rap what it is. And then we had a couple of decades of artists being really, really, really creative with music, trying to push a message, trying to put substance, trying to push issues in their music. And then it grew so big that now it's just a money thing. And just like doctors and lawyers, do doctors really care about every patient? No, they're a smart motherfucker and they want a career that makes a lot of money. Lawyers, the same thing. And I think music is the same thing now, where artists don't really care about the art form. They're just have a plug, or they're good at it, and they just want to make money off of it, and not really have a real passion for the music anymore. And so that goes back to my whole premise, is that I come from that golden age of rap and hip hop, where our shit is just the best. Our shit is the best. And it won't ever be that way again. You won't have Wu Tang ever again. You won't have Tupac's ever again. You won't have Outkast ever again. You know, you won't have this very, very high level of artistry in music. That shit is dead, yo. And hip hop is has been broken down and dumbed down and simplified and monetized, and everything is all materialistic now, where you'll never have like the real good music that I was able to listen to growing up. And it's a shame. Only heard of Run DMC and Grandmaster Flash, the progenitors, the architects of this shit. Those are some of the architects. And that's when hip hop was really forming its voice. And KRS-One and um, motherfucking African Bambaataa and all those guys, these motherfuckers were the ones like saying this is what our music sounds like, you know. And they were the founders, the builders, of the architects of this thing. And even now you can go back and listen to a Run DMC track and that shit still go hard. 50 years later. 50 years later you'll listen to Run DMC and be like, yo, them boys was on some shit. You know what I'm saying? In 50 years, nobody's gonna listen to a little Yachty song and be like, he was really good. Like, no, I don't think so. In 50 years, nobody's gonna have the greatest hits of Tekashi 6ix9ine. I doubt it. I just doubt it. He said, I study fine art and marijuana, and you are going to help. Hey, I'm here for all the lessons you want to receive. I give them out for free, daily. This is daily doses of good stuff. I get a little bit from you. You get a little bit from me. You put it all together. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we don't agree on everything, which is the key thing. You know, we don't always have to agree. But as long as we can keep conversations going and respect each other, I think this is a good platform. And if you like it, man, I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, hit the notification. You will not ever see a lot of people in this stream. You can look at the numbers right now. 4, 5 people. The people who watch my stream, 7 of them have been watching my stream for about 10 years. And they're really the only people who watch this shit. Every once in a while I'll get lucky and YouTube will suggest my channel to someone like you who's never seen it before. But when new people come in here, it's a weird thing. What I do seems weird to non-artistic, non-creative people. And they don't get it, they don't understand it. And so once again, I don't have a lot of subscribers and I don't get a lot of views because this is a very niche type of program that we do here. You know? Most people don't want to sit around and watch somebody draw and paint. They just don't. Or talk about the shit that we're talking about now. Or listen to me curse as much as I curse and smoke weed and shit like that. So I can get it. I'm a very acquired taste for most people. But if you're an artsy fartsy nerdy motherfucker, this is a cool spot for you. We don't do much, man. We chill. Try to make a cool little environment. We just make art and talk about things that we find interesting. Simple as that, man. We just try to keep it as simple can be. I really messaged you. I ain't worried. My G hit me up. I subscribe to you. So God did this. We can say that, bro, if you want to. Cause sometimes, man, the art guides, you bring your motherfuckers together. Then sometimes the guys be trying to, man, we get so deep in some stuff, the guys be trying to break us down like, oh, they don't want to see us unite sometimes, man. Like, we might form like Voltron and cause too much damage. That's why I gotta give out my disclaimer that this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not believe me. Nothing I say. I'm doing this for fun and entertainment. Cause some of this shit I say be inflammatory sometimes. So don't believe nothing I say. I'm not trying to incite violence. I'm not trying to be a rebel rouser. I'm not trying to be goddamn a dissident. Nothing like that. We just having conversation. Simple, simple. We just having conversation. Why I'm rolling all over my notepads. So when I say I used to write a lot, this is what I mean. When I say I used to write a lot, and then this page right here has a date on it. So I used to just find if I had some thoughts real quick, just write on whatever. So this paper right here, the date on it says June 2004. June 2004. Exactly, this is 20 years ago. I was writing stuff like this. I was 20 years ago, I was 23. So I was a little badass 23-year-old though. I ain't lying. I was hell, motherfucker. I was hell. I try to tell people, man, y'all nobody wouldn't like me. Y'all wouldn't like me when I was 20s, in my 20s. Damn, 20 years ago I was still older than you are now. Damn, boy, you lucky. You got a lot of years ahead of you, man. A lot of years. You get to use that shit, man. Don't waste them, bro. To be young again. To be young and aware. To be young, aware, and a creator. Bro, you on a good track, man. You on a good track. Alright, I'm gonna burn this song up a couple of times. The last one that I made, just because it's the last track that I made, so I'm gonna listen to it the most. But I am. Do I need a bathroom break? I feel like I need a bathroom break. I might try to hold it. Let's see what we got right here. Let's get it. Blow, down in the 30. We rollin' 30. Deep. I know them niggas heard me. What up, Killer Bill? What up, Dollar Town? What up, Flow City? What up, Marion County? What up, Tulsa? What up, Metro? If you rep SC, you got my respect, yo. My G's gonna bring it for you up with deep hoes all across the country and everywhere we go. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, you know we do our thing. South Carolina, bang, bang. South Carolina, South Carolina, we on fire. Don't know that blue blood and I'm getting higher. Empire, state building, St. Children. Did your teacher ever teach your ass how to make a million? No. So we out here trying to get this dough. Get a little, then we want some more. I'ma keep chasing till I'm in the dirt. We rollin' 30. Deep. I
I know you niggas heard me. What up, Killerville? What up, Dollar Town? What up, Flow City? What up, Mary County? What up, Sumter? What up, Metro? If you rep NC, you got my respect, yo. My G's gonna bang until you on deep holes. All across the country and everywhere we go. Shorty say he a thug, I need more to go on. Start ripping this cake, let me see you hold on. Bang, 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 blast him in his bare arms. No prohibition, so I'm sipping on that red rum. It's hard for me to stay calm, been smoking weed for too long. I roll a Dutch a hit bomb, rob a nigga right song. It's hard for me to run wrong, I stay wild and get it on. Pop the top, drink the bottle till the fucking gin is gone. Praying for a better life, every night, every morning. Only problem is I can die at any moment, so I bust a lot of heads, putting faggots in the coma. And it's a real war when you fight against my soldiers. Close quarter combat, blade between your shoulders. Cause I lock like a dread and I strike like a cobra. Graham. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah. South Carolina, bang, bang. South Carolina, South Carolina, South Carolina. We on fire, going up that blue bullet and I'm getting higher. And a campfire, state building, state children. Teach your ever teach your ass how to make a million.
You gotta get the skin tone right. A chain, a gold. Skin tones are not easy, to say the least. Skin tones take a lot of practice. I'm actually go live on Instagram right now. Empire, state building, save children. Yeah, art pages, bro. Art pages. You can have both. Have your own personal shit. But if whatever social media you own, you need, if you like it that much, you need double. Like I don't got no personal Instagram page. Like I only have my art page for Instagram. I gotta, like I've been on Facebook longer. No, I started Facebook right around the time I started art, like started painting. But I had a personal page for years and years and years. What's up, lady? How you doing this morning? I gotta come see y'all soon. I was just thinking about that. Gotta hit Jason up for the old Lexus. But what I was saying? I lost my train of thought. I see my good friend coming here. I like when people jump in my stream who don't normally come into the stream. We just making some art, getting some canvases ready. Who else in here? Oh, I'm actually on Instagram too. So I'll do a dual stream sometimes, do YouTube and Instagram. Because some people don't come to the YouTube channel, some people don't come to the Instagram channel. I got different followers on different platforms, so try to share the art with as many people as I can. But yeah, so this morning we are sketching up a lot of canvases. You know I love you guys too. You guys are the best ever. I try to tell everybody that. So this morning we're starting one canvas, two canvas. We have another sketch on here. Then we have this canvas with a sketch on it. Then we have another canvas in here with a sketch on it. So I was getting kind of low on pieces to paint. so this morning I'm just taking the time to get enough stuff lined up so that I don't have a pause. So I'm currently working on this piece here. So that's that's the piece that's actually on the easel. So we'll do that one. And then I have this little one back here. But those are the only two that I have right now. So I was like, I better get some stuff started before I run out of stuff to work on. So I did a photo shoot last weekend. We got some really good pictures out of it. So we got this picture, which came out so nice. We got that one. This one is another good one. That one is really nice. And we have this one. So yeah, there's a lot. I have a lot of good stuff to work from right now. So we're just in prep mode. Let's get these things prepped up. So once again, we don't have a lull in between paintings. We always have something to work on. And I don't feel like I paint as fast as people think I do. But when people are like, how do you do so many paintings? I just prep a lot of them and like stagnate them and always have something to work on constantly. I don't see some people would just start a painting and finish a painting, and then start another painting and finish. And it's just like, it seems like that takes longer. Why don't you just start a few? Because I work with oils, and sometimes the oils, they do take a little bit of time to dry. And so, like, instead of waiting for the piece to dry to work on it some more, just work on the next painting. And then when that was when the first one dries, you can come back to that and finish that up. I have to have you do a pic of me and Jay. Come on, you know I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that one. Oil and my painted texture is odd. He said, I ain't no artist. Just got my chance. Just by happenstance, you know? The background, mixed black. With oils, it is always better to start off as dark as you possibly can and build your way up to the highlights. Why won't this picture expand? Jesus Christ, my thumbs are too fat or something. But yeah, always start dark and then work your way to your mid-tones and then to your highlights. Which it seems contradictory to like most ways that we create art, because if we're drawing, we normally start off with a soft shade and we darken it in as we need to go. The same thing is with acrylic paints. You normally start light and darken as you go. But with oil paints, it's always better to start as dark as you possibly can and then lighten it up as you go, which is um, not the only way to do it. You can definitely go light to dark with oils, but it's the more traditional way of creating a painting is by doing a dark underpainting and then building layer upon layer on top of your underpainting. And so if you can do it that way, you're basically painting the same way that Leonardo did, the same way that Rembrandt painted, um, the same way that early Picasso painted. Uh, it's just doing an underpainting. It's a very, very tried and true method. It works for oils. It just does. Once again, it's not mandatory, but just because it is a very simple way of doing it, and we've been doing it like that for hundreds of years, it's just like, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it, you know? If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it, man. That shit, it works. It works fine. Continue to do it that way. Yo, my man Kid. What's good, bro? Good mornings. Good mornings to you. So my light tint is light. It's this simple. I'm really is good. Do so. Felicia Fletman, my teacher. The Korean lady? Yo, this is your mentor? Bro, stop lying, bro. How did you meet her? That's your mentor? You know her in person or what? That's pretty amazing. How do I know? I just Googled her, bro. You said her name and I just Googled her. Like, her shit is fucking, yeah, it's like that. Yeah, her shit is like that. That's your mentor? Or do you just like her art and try to model your stuff after hers? Or have you been in a room and she told you to hold your brush a certain way and use this color? I just walked in the gallery and found her here in New York. That's crazy. And she said, what? Oh, you're good, dude. Just come sit and let me show you some stuff. Come on, man. Hey, do you need to come in my Instagram stream? I need to hear this story. Okay, you in New York, you walked around and you just walked in some place. Bro, that's how no lie, that's how I met my mentor the exact same way. I just was in this town in Virginia and just walked in the gallery and met my mentor. And I mean, your mentor isn't as good as my mentor. I ain't trying to take nothing away from nobody. I'm just saying. But she good though. She good. She hella good. Better than me. She forced me to paint bottles and apples. My mentor forced me to paint apples in a glass bowl. That's how you want to see what my mentor showed me to paint the first time? Where is this shit at? This is what my mentor made me paint the first time. Now this isn't my original one. The first one I did, my aunt wanted to keep it for some reason. So over the years, when people asked me to train them how to paint, I just copied exactly what my mentor showed me to do. And so I made a setup exactly the same way he made a setup. And it's a clear bowl with three very bright pieces of fruit on a wood table with a cloth in the background. A lot of different textures, a lot of different colors, a lot of different contrasts. Like you say, glass bottles and apples look fucking simple. It's a bottle and an apple. No, 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 no. That's a very complex piece. Especially what is the apple and bottle sitting on? What's behind it? When you think about it, like early on, she's training your eye for texture and contrast, transparency, translucency, light refraction, all of that. You can get all of that with something very simple like an apple in a bottle or a clear bowl and a couple pieces of fruit. It looks like a very simple painting. It's not. This is not an easy painting. But because it looks so simple, the student goes into it feeling more confident. And then once the student can complete this to start with, your confidence level is already high as hell because you thought you just did an easy painting. You didn't. You really just did a hard ass fucking painting. Your first painting was something that will build the foundation for everything after this. Wood grain, fabrics, see-through or transparent objects, bright colors in contrast with each other, light and shadow fall. Like this painting, and then to start with your sketch, like I'm doing now. You get your sketch on the canvas, then you outline your sketch and tone your canvas, and then you build a underpainting, which is very, very dark. You just want to find your darkest tones and lay those down first. You just block it in. Your underpainting should never be pretty. It's not going to be a piece of art that anyone sees because you're going to paint over this about 2 or 3 times. And then with a few layers of paint and some patience, you'll get something like this where you build up from the dark and put your highlights, your midtones and highlights. But yeah, your mentor is awesome. Her work is amazing, and then just like you say, her forcing you to paint bottles and apples just reminds me. Like I say, dude, I wish I had somebody doing that shit for me when I was 18. I didn't find my mentor until I was damn near 30, bro. I was in my late 20s. I was like 26, 27 when I found my mentor. And I was already painting for a few years before I found my mentor. And so I think he even told me, he said, I can't teach you how to paint. You're already painting. And he acknowledged that my paintings weren't terrible. This is a painting I did before I met my mentor. This is a painting I did before I met my mentor. But he also saw that the only thing I was doing was copying a lot of comic books and video game characters, and he criticized me for not using my own original ideas and contents. So he was like, dude, get a fucking camera, start taking some pictures, and stop copying people's stuff, man. But I mean, before I met him, I was on, and so that's why he said, like, he can't show me how to paint. He just showed me a different way of painting. And doing underpaintings and trying to do the layer process just works a lot better. It just works war on everyone. What's good, guys? It just works. And it's a really simple process. Tried and true. And I like it. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, guys. This coffee is about to come out. So be back.
Let's get it. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, bang, bang. South Carolina, South Carolina, South Carolina. We on fire, going up that blue bud and I'm getting higher. Empire, state building, state children. Did you teach you ever teach your ass how to make a million? No, 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 no. So we out here trying to get this dope. Get a little bit, we want some more, 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 more. I'ma keep chasing till I blow down in the 30. We rollin' 30, deep, 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 deep. I know you niggas heard me. What up, Killerville? What up, Dollar Town? What up, Flow City? What up, Marion County? What up, Tulsa? What up, Metro? If you rep SC, you got my respect, yo. My G's gonna bang it for you up with peep holes all across the country and everywhere we go. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, bang, bang. South Carolina, South Carolina, South Carolina. We on fire, going off that blue bud and I'm getting higher. Empire, state building, state children. Did you teach you ever teach your ass how to make a million? No, 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 no. So we out here trying to get this dope. Get a little, then we want some more, 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 more. I'ma keep chasing till I'm in the dirt. We rollin' 30, deep, 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 deep. I know you niggas heard me. What up, Killerville? What up, Dollar Town? What up, Flow City? What up, Marion County? What up, Salta? What up, Metro? If you rep SC, you got my respect, yo. My G's gonna bang it till you over deep holes all across the country and everywhere we go. Shorty say he a thug, I need more to go on. Start ripping this cake, let me see you hold on. Bang, 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 blast them in his bare arms. No prohibition, so I'm sipping on that rear arm. It's hard for me to stay calm, been smoking weed for too long. I roll a Dutch and hit on, rock a nigga race on. It's hard for me to run wrongs, I stay wild and get it on. Pop the top, drink the bottle till the fucking gin is gone. Praying for a better life, every night, every morning. Only problem is I can die at any moment. So I bust a lot of heads, putting faggots in the coma. And it's a real war when you're fighting against my soldiers. Close quarter combat, blade between your shoulders. Cause I lock like a dread and I strike like a cobra. Grab. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, bang, bang. South Carolina, South Carolina, South Carolina. We on fire, going up that blue bud and I'm getting higher. Empire, state building, state children. Did you teach you ever teach your ass how to make a million?
Man, that's a really fun song. I like that. Yo, oh man, Kanye Washington. Them popped up in here. Yo, kid, you still here? You check out that mixtape I sent you? I just sent the new homie a mixtape too. I sent him the pushback. Yeah, Creed. I sent you a mixtape called The Pushback. It's not so much gangster stuff on that one. If you actually give it a good listen, there's a lot of good stuff on there, man. Some things you might question, and if you hear anything on any song on that album that you like, what the fuck is that? What is he talking about? Look it up. I promise you. I promise you right now. It'll be something interesting here and there. I can almost guarantee it. Now, once again, you seem like a very, very smart young man. This is my impression. I'm only reading your text messages. You could be an AI bot for all I know. Honestly, I won't put it past the digital age. But if you are who you say you are, you seem very smart. You know what I'm saying? Seem like a smart young chap. So you may listen to that mixtape and be like, "Oh, I already know that. Oh, I've already heard that. Oh, I think I remember somebody talking about that," and that's awesome. But once again, if you listen to any of those songs and there's anything on there that makes you say, what's that? Look it up. But don't believe me. I'm doing this shit for entertainment purposes only. Never believe anything I say because I'm wrong most of the time. And I don't give out advice of any kind. So don't believe nothing I say. Do your own research. Figure it out for yourself. Don't say, "Oh, Trap led me down the wrong path. He had me thinking that thing was real. Or he had me thinking that was a lie." No. Don't never blame me for nothing you think. It wasn't me. Don't blame me for nothing you think. Well, he told me I ain't tell you nothing. I ain't tell you nothing. I like the art and education song. Oh, you already know. That's one of the good ones. The Pushback, that Pushback album, that's the whole conspiracy album.
Here's my thing. If you tap into my stream, you see just what I mean when I'm on your TV screen. Don't mind me, it's my team on hot pain that a lot of dream. We grindin' and shining, we so fresh like we dry clean. That light rain makes my eyes bleed. I sing when my eyes bleed. Meditation, medication, light and inspiration. Now my thoughts are really racing. Grab a portion, now we bang it. I'm saying peace, thank it. And we do a studio session like each day. Goes so hard when I'm creating. I should have been famous like East Bay. Art and education, decades of dedication. The paintings are amazing and the rhymes are always flames. We always original, no need for imitation. We came from the basement, now look how far we made it. Art and education, decades of dedication. The paintings are amazing and the rhymes are always flames. We always original, no need for imitation. We came from the basement, now look how far we made it. When you ain't motivated, just show some consistency. Every step, call that up. Look how far the distance be. It ain't no real mystery like Mr. Peace. Grinding hard and elbow crease, that's the key. Practice, patience, passion, and persistence. That's Francis Ford B's principles. Hold these when you set goals. Promote peace, but still let them know you hold heat. Though studio session like each day. Go so hard when I'm creating. I should have been famous like East Bay. Art and education, decades of dedication. The paintings are amazing and the rhymes are always flames. We always original, no need for imitation. We came from the basement, now look how far we made it. Art and education, decades of dedication. The paintings are amazing and the rhymes are always flames. We always original, no need for imitation. We came from the basement, now look how far we made it. J.R.P. J. Posey, D1, Shaman on Twitter, Level. Thanks for the media support. Art and education. These chicks out here acting like I owe them something, but they never gave me nothing, so they need to stop fronting. Cause just yesterday, you was in my bed humping and you bust a nut too, so you need to stop stunning. And you know you ain't my girl, cause it's all about fucking. But we can bust it up and smoke a L, it ain't nothing. It don't get attached to the way that I be bumping, just to let you know. I'm a fighter, not a lover, and the hoes notice me, cause I move like a cheetah. Want to work, go to school, cook and clean a lot of read. Give me head, I wash the bread while I'm out here making cheese. Give me bitches, fat bitches, garden salad, Mickey D's. Baby girl, do you, cause I'ma do me. And I'm real nonchalant, so I move with the breeze. I'm brown and smooth, it's like she's sipping Hennessy when she's slurping on me, and she do it with ease. I fuck her like a porn star, treat her like a porn star, skeet her like a porn star, then leave him like a porn star. I fuck him like a porn star, treat him like a porn star, skeet him like a porn star, then leave him like a porn star. I tell these chicks every rhyme, I'm not trying to trick. Make you bust a ton of nuts, cause I got some good bits. So don't try to play me, go digging in my pockets. Your ass ought to pay me, cause I'm charged like a socket. Blast you off like a rocket, let me see you pussy poppin'. Trying to claim the dick is yours, little bitch, you need to stop it. Cause your friends throwing signals and you trying to cock block it. And I dress super clean, so the hoes stay watching when I step on the scene. They quick to start jocking, but I'm not Smarty Jones. You pumpers are my combs. My nickname Jody, I'm sending your mommy home, and she left the thong, so Poppy knows what's going on. Man, they go in the house, and I know we found out, cause I took the rubber off to skeet my yogurt on the couch. I was feeling presidential, got a little on her blouse. She caught the rest in her mouth and didn't even spit it out. I fuck her like a porn star, treat him like a porn star, skeet him like a porn star, then leave him like a porn star. I fuck him like a porn star, treat him like a porn star, skeet him like a porn star, then leave him like a porn star. I fuck him like a porn star, treat him like a porn star, skeet him like a porn star, then leave him like a porn star. Porn star, porn star, porn star. I fuck him like a porn star, treat him like a porn star, skeet him like a porn star, then leave him like a porn star. Let's get it. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, bang, bang. South Carolina, South Carolina, South Carolina. We on fire, going up that blue bud and I'm getting higher. Empire, state building, state children. Did you teach you ever teach your ass how to make a minute? No, 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 no. So we out here trying to get this dough. Get a little bit, we want some more, 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 more. I'ma keep chasing till I blow, blow. Down in the 30, we rolling 30. Deep, 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 deep. I know you niggas heard me. What up, Killer Bill? What up, Dollar Town? What up, Flow City? What up, Marion County? What up, Sosa? What up, Metro? If you rep SC, you got my respect, yo. My G's gonna bang it for you over peep hoes all across the country and everywhere we go. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South Carolina, you know we do our thing. Yeah, South
want some more.
I'ma keep chasing till I'm in the dirt. We riding 30. Deep. I know you niggas heard me. What up, Killer Bear? What up, Dollar Town? What up, Flow City? What up, Mary County? What up, Softer? What up, Metro? You rap SC, you got my respect, yo. My G's gonna bang and give you up a deep holes. All across the country and everywhere we go. Shorty say he a thug, I need more to go on. Start ripping this cake, let me see you hold on. Bang, blast him in his bare arms. No prohibition, so I'm sipping on that red rum. It's hard for me to stay calm, it's smoking weed for too long. I roll a Dutch, I hit 'em all, rock a nigga right on. It's hard for me to run wrong, I stay wild and get it on. Pop the top, drink the bottle till the fucking gin is gone. Praying for a better life every night, every morning. Only problem is I can die at any moment. So I bust a lot of heads, putting faggots in the coma. And it's a real war when you're fighting against my soldiers. Close quarter combat, blade between your shoulders. Cause I lock like a dread and I strike like a cobra. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. South Carolina, you know we do our thing. South Carolina, bang. South Carolina, South Carolina. We on fire, going off that blue bullet and I'm getting higher. Empire, stay building, stay tripping. Did your teacher ever teach your ass how to make a million?
Really don't need a lot of details. I just need to make sure I know what the fuck I'm looking at here. Alright, we burnt that song up enough for right now. Well, you better believe you're gonna come back to that South Carolina song. I don't know. I want to try to compose another song today. I really do. I even said I was gonna write a new song this weekend. I don't think I'll be getting around to doing that because I got a meal prep today too, and as of right now, I honestly don't know what the meal plan for this week will be. So I have to figure all of that out. Then I have to cook, and so if I do compose a new song, it'll probably be something out of the old notebooks. Like I said, I do want a new song though, real bad. Even if it is one of the older songs. I haven't really thought about like how can I start the new song I want to write about video games. I keep saying Call of Duty, but I don't know if it'll be just a Call of Duty specific song or will it be like video games in general. I've been gaming forever. Like I've been playing games my whole life. I don't think I haven't ever written a video game song, so it's about time. See if I can come up with something dope about old guys who still play video games. Okay, so her jacket. What up? Let's do something else. Let's listen to I don't even know if I want to listen to any of these songs anymore right now. What's on YouTube? What's on YouTube? I've been listening to this guy a lot right here, cause I think he's
Guys, make my coffee with me today.
I wouldn't say fair. He's definitely biased towards the Democrats because he's a Republican, but he's a young black guy, and he's just pointing out all the errors in the Harris Waltz campaign, and he's been doing a really good job of just like once again just pointing out why people don't trust them, why they are making themselves more distant from the average black voter, why young people look at them as they're weird, and like they're just pushing more and more people to be a Republican voter this time around, and it is what it is because you guys don't seem very trustworthy or truthful, and you're unwilling to answer questions. Waltz has been caught with this lie he's been telling for years about being a certain person in the military and accomplishing certain things in the army that he never did, and that's stolen valor. That's like borderline some kind of like real ass crime. Like what the that you can't you really get in trouble for stolen valor shit if you're trying to receive benefits or something? I don't know. But anyway, he's like, and he will never like just say, yeah, I lied about it to make myself look like a badass. Because war is not a great thing. War is tragedy and death. It causes depression and psychosis in most young men who experience like real combat. But it kind of makes you a badass too. Like, I was a fucking sniper ranger. I was, it kind of, yeah, hey. And he want to sound like a badass. Bitch, you ain't never did none of that shit. You're a liar about that. So now I don't trust you on. You lie about that, and then you won't admit, yeah, I lied. Why? I just want to sound like a badass. Oh, okay, I get it. I absolutely get it. But he will not say that. He will not say it. And so I don't know. This guy just points out all of the little things like that, where the Dems are like, why is everybody leaving the party? Well, this is why. Nobody trusts you guys anymore. You guys don't seem very honest or trustworthy. And nobody voted for you to be the next president. Like, nobody selected you as the Democratic nominee. There was like no debates on that shit or anything. They just put you in there as like, oh, this is the next president. And it's like, that's not how it normally works. That's normally people have to like debate and then you guys choose who's gonna be the next one. You talking about some dictatorship type stuff. Like, wow. Don't believe me, man. I'm not giving out advice, political, scientific, medical, financial, or otherwise. Don't believe nothing I say, man. I'm just running off at the mouth.
Like, on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit.
That's how he thinks about you. He thinks your jobs are a joke. That's why I called him a dipshit, and I stand by it.
Where Donald Trump's going, surrounding himself, as I said again, and I'll continue to say it, dipshits like Elon Musk.
Meanwhile,
I think the core principle, adhering to the Constitution, the rule of law, getting away from the name calling and the division.
All right, guys. So Tim Walz, I mean, he's just
Yo, that's the part right there. I'm gonna keep calling him a dipshit. A dipshit. We need to get away from the name calling and sometimes they don't make it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. They can't make sense of themselves. And now I can't take you serious because you call Trump Hitler. He's the new Hitler. He's gonna destroy democracy. Like, he's the president for 4 years. He did no Hitler type shit. Nobody has ever done Hitler type shit. Nobody except Hitler. Nobody's in modern times has come close to Leopold or Mao or Hitler or any of those guys. Not in modern time, you know. So he was president for 4 years. He didn't make himself a dictator. He did no Hitler type shit whatsoever. But it's like, we need to stop all the name calling. Well, stop name calling then. You get mad when motherfuckers call y'all names and joke about y'all, but then you do it and then say, oh, well, because they call us Tampon Tim. Tampon Tim is a funny one, though. I can't even lie, yo. Tampon Tim is like, that's better than Crooked Hillary.
obsessed with Elon Musk at this point. I mean, he has Elon derangement syndrome, if that is a thing. Now he's coming out calling Elon gay. He's receiving a lot of backlash for it, so we're definitely going to play that clip. You're going to want to see it for yourself. But before I show you that, I want to take...
Gay? What the heck is going on? He just dropped this video, it says 9 hours ago. He called him... Elon got kids. At most, he's bi, if you want to say anything like that. The dude has kids, like, Elon got a lot of baby, yo, believe it or not, yo, Elon got a lot of baby mamas. And that dude got like 3 baby mamas. But he's the richest man in the world. Who gives a fuck? Like, his kids are gonna be well taken care of. But still, Elon is he's a playboy. Damn, somebody called my man gay. This politics, man. Yo, the politics is wild. It is so childish and high schoolish right now. I look back at some old presidential debates. I actually watched JFK debate Richard Nixon. And these guys were so stately, so gentlemanly, like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck has happened to our politics where it's this name calling type shit? Look that up. Anybody watch that, yo? Anybody. Just go watch JFK debates Richard Nixon. I'm gonna pull this shit up. Man, fuck telling y'all to go watch it. Let's see this shit real quick. Is this the one when they sat down? Yeah. I don't need, yeah, they got the whole thing up here everywhere. So I just want like a few minutes. And listen,
What is ClickUp?
listen
ClickUp is
how
an
these
all-in-one
motherfuckers
productivity
debate.
software where you can manage everything and anything related.
The first question to Senator Kennedy from Mr. Clinton. Senator, the Vice President of his campaign has said that you are naive and at times immature. You've raised the question of leadership. On this issue, why do you think people should vote for you rather than the Vice President?
The Vice President and I came to the Congress together, 1946. We both served in the Labor Committee. I've been there now for 14 years, the same period of time as he had. So that our experience in government is comparable. Secondly, I think the question is, what are the programs that we advocate? What is the party record that we lead? I come out of the Democratic Party, which in this century has produced Woodrow Wilson and Franklin Roosevelt and Harry Truman, and which supported and sustained these programs which I've discussed tonight. Mr. Nixon comes out of the Republican Party. He was nominated by it. And it is a fact that through most of these past 25 years, the Republican leadership has opposed federal aid for education, medical care for the aged, development of the Tennessee Valley, development of our natural resources. I think Mr. Nixon is an effective leader of his party. I hope he would grant me the same. The question before us is, which point of view and which party do we want to lead the United States?
Calm, scholarly. They sat down and had a real debate. Not all this bullshit that motherfuckers be doing now, man. This be the fucking fuck shit that we get now. That's all we get from these guys. A bunch of fuck shit.
Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a...
Publicly been reported to, she didn't get...
They're saying the quiet parts out loud now. Literally, the richest man...
Example. Watched it on Musk. And I think at this point, for someone who's claiming that they want joy and unity and we need to knock off the name calling, they sure have a funny way of setting the example. Watch this.
Look, Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it. Think about it. Think about that. That guy is literally the richest man in the world, spending millions of dollars to help Donald Trump buy an election. Now look, they're saying the quiet parts out loud now because Donald Trump has already promised that he would put Elon in charge of government regulations that oversee the businesses that Elon runs. That's a hell of a buy. He could spend billions to make more than 10 billion on the back end. So,
all right, so Tampon Tim, you're making the claim, and you sound jealous and desperate and bitter that she didn't get the endorsement from Elon Musk, right? And Elon Musk, because he can think for himself, that's why he is the richest man on this planet, clearly, or in our country. Very intelligent person, a genius of our time. It's funny why you would want to be on the side of disrespecting him, but hey, okay. Anyways, you're claiming that he's trying to buy Trump the election. That's interesting, because when you search up all of the billionaires supporting Kamala Harris, what do we get? There are 83 billionaires who endorsed Kamala Harris publicly to Donald Trump's 52. So there's that. So let's go through the names of the people who have publicly been reported to be funding her campaign. Now, number one out of the gate, as you guys can see already, is Bill Gates. All right, the second is George Soros, which is no secret. That would be a given. I mean, this guy's funding everything Democratic in order to stop Trump. And then you have this guy, Jonathan Gray, who happens to be the president of Blackstone. Yeah, he's funding her campaign too. And we can't forget about Mark Cuban, right? Petty Mark Cuban, that is. He's funding her campaign as well. Oh yeah, then we have Reed Hastings, who's co-founder and former CEO of Netflix, who cut a $7 million check immediately. Then we have Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn and venture capitalist. I mean, guys, this list goes on and on and on and on, but I think you guys are getting the point. Now, Tim Walz wasn't finished insulting Elon Musk. He continued. Watch this.
That's what union workers know. Look, they could care less about union workers. They care about their billionaire friends like Elon Musk. Now look, there's a reason that I called the guy in a good Midwestern insult the other day. I said it because I had seen a clip, and all of you have seen it, where he and Donald Trump laughed about the idea of firing striking workers. Why negotiate with them? Just firing. That's how he thinks about you. He thinks your jobs are a joke. That's why I called him a dipshit, and I stand by it. I stand by it. He wants to make this guy the economy czar.
Okay, so he's using the excuse that Elon Musk was disrespecting union voters. But last time I checked, it's the Democratic Party that has been disrespecting union voters, and the polls are showing that.
But look at where Kamala Harris is today. She's only leading by 9 points. That would be the worst Democratic performance in a generation. 10 points off the mark of Joe Biden, who of course won 4 years ago, was sort of that union guy, Union Joe, right? Won it by 19 points. She's 10 points off his mark, and the worst in a generation.
All right, so it's no secret by now, you know, if you've been following this election, that she has been underperforming when it comes to union workers. But that didn't stop Tim Walz from continuing to insult Elon Musk. Here he is again.
It couldn't be clearer. I mean, where Donald Trump's going, surrounding himself, as I said again, and I'll continue to say it, dipshits like Elon Musk and the people around him, people who have no interest.
Yeah, it's all the same talking points. Elon Musk is a billionaire. He doesn't care about you. We need to tax the rich a fair share. We don't even know what fair share is. You know, Donald Trump is all about himself. That's why he has Elon Musk on his team. You know, none of it really makes sense. None of it is resonating with voters. We know that. Elon Musk is highly respected. His results are second to none. Again, I think that if she loses this election, I think Tim Walz will become a permanent meme in the social media world. Now, this takes us to the clip that's now getting backlash and going viral, where he calls Elon Musk gay.
If you're a billionaire, Elon Musk, for example, say, that gay guy, Michigan knows that word. Look, that dude got a tax cut.
Yeah, so what he's going to end up saying is what? Well, I misspeak, I'm passionate, people know who I am. You know, he's not going to apologize for saying anything like that. But if Trump had called Tim Walz gay, oh, they would be coming for him. If J.D. Vance called Tim Walz gay, they would be coming for him. In fact, people are so sensitive to what comes out of the mouth of Trump and J.D. Vance that J.D. Vance started receiving backlash for what he said on the Joe Rogan podcast. Listen to this.
And I think that, frankly, I would be surprised if me and Trump won just the normal gay guy vote.
Oh,
because,
sure.
Again, they just wanted to be left the hell alone.
They would be coming for him. In fact, people are so sensitive to what comes out of the mouth of Trump and J.D. Vance that J.D. Vance started receiving backlash.
I haven't watched this episode of Joe Rogan yet.
What he said on the Joe Rogan podcast. Listen to this.
And I think that, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if me and Trump won just the normal.
This is still frame. I thought it was gonna have a clip, but JD Vance is pretty good. I'm gonna have to check out that whole episode because Trump went on there first, and JD came on, and it's all in the news already that he even offered Kamala an opportunity to come on, and she's like, well, I don't want to talk to you for that long. And I don't want to come to Texas to talk to you. I'll talk to you, but you got to come to me, and we're not going to talk for 3 hours. And I really think that's because she can't talk for 3 hours. Not even on personal stuff. I don't think you're that interesting of a person. And if you were to get down to the nitty gritty of like your hobbies and what you really do in your off time, people would probably think you're fucking weird because you're probably into some weird shit you don't even want to fucking talk about, or you're super fucking boring. And so it's like everyone knows that Rogan is the #1 podcast in the fucking country. He gets more views than every major news network. Period. His show just does. His show gets millions and millions of views per episode. And Fox News and NBC and everyone else gets nowhere near as many views as the Joe Rogan podcast gets. They all know that. And that makes him dangerous. And that's why during COVID they really tried to blackball him and tried to get his stuff pulled from YouTube. And it was a whole thing. was a whole thing. But that's because Joe Rogan doesn't care who he talks to. And he gives everybody the same opportunity to just, hey, let's chat. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. See what you're about. I would just want to meet you. Who are you? What you into? How's things going? And see, but if you do that with Kamala Harris for too long, the illusion will be broken. The illusion that she is a competent candidate for the position of running the country. And she's not. She will be used as one of the ultimate puppets. One of the all-time biggest puppets to usher in and implement whatever next phase of the globalist agenda that they're ready to embark on. Whatever the next phase of their plan is, they would prefer her to be the leader of the free world so their agenda can go forward a little bit more smoothly. Because they're going to push their agenda either way, no matter who's the president. But with a self-thinking, self-operating leader of the free world, it'll be a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult for them, and a lot less smooth for them to push their agenda through. And it may be the slightest, minute possibility of a global awakening that will thwart the plans of the globalists altogether. There's a very, 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 very small chance that that could happen, and they never want to take that risk. They never want to take that risk, ever. We cannot risk a global awakening where people actually can see the true power structure. And then people criticize Trump for constantly saying the enemy within, the enemy within, the enemy within. Because these people know, the ones who criticize him for saying that, they are aware that they have ties to the enemy within. They also are aware that the average American is still somewhat ignorant of the deep state, the globalist agenda, and how that all works together. So they're just going to say, he's talking about the enemies within, inside our own. Yes, because it is true. It's very true. That there is a immense enemy within our own nation that seeks more and more control. And they can't have a man like Trump exposing all of this shit, bro. They can't have somebody exposing this to the people. You can't get out here and tell these motherfuckers the truth. You know what could happen? They could tear the system down and revolt. They could have a revolution and make the globalist elite bow down and bow out of the control game. And they don't want to give up all their control and power. Stop raping countries for their resources and allow everyone to be prosperous. How can they allow that?
gay guy vote. Because again, they just wanted to be left the hell alone, and now you have all this crazy stuff on top of it. That
Now, when you hear that clip, I know common sense sets in because you know exactly what he means when he says a normal gay guy, meaning people who are gay that want to be left alone. And out of all of this progressive wokeness coming out of California, we know what it is, okay? But don't tell Anderson Cooper that. Watch this.
To know what the different, where the line is between a normal gay person and a not normal gay person.
I mean, the question is,
I'm assuming I can guess what it is, like, you know, anything related to drag, I guess in you know, that drag, you know, wearing as much makeup as Donald Trump wears, that would be considered not normal. It's fine for Donald Trump, but on a gay guy, that wouldn't be considered normal.
Okay, Anderson Cooper knows exactly what we're talking about here. But again, they got to stick to a certain narrative. They can't do anything that insinuates that they are supporting Trump. Listen, you know how much backlash CNN gets that they don't criticize Trump and JD Vance even more? I find that to be fascinating. Now, before I go any further, if you get value from this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you want to support us further, go to the link in the description below, grab yourself some merch, or buy us a cup of coffee. Now, circling back, because I know you want to know what Elon Musk had to say about this, here's what he put on X. All right, so he directly responded to the clip when it was posted. He says, "I have no problem being called gay, to be honest." And of course, in the comments, he's just getting roasted because, you know, people are going to come for Tim Walz. Because we know it's just a double standard. And what also is a double standard is what Joe Biden had to say about Trump and people who support him.
There's one more thing Trump and his Republican friends want to do. They want another giant tax cut for the wealthy. Now, I know some of you guys are tempted to think it's macho guy. I'll tell you what, man. When I was in Scranton, we used to have a little trouble going down the plot once in a while. For agreements. But I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass.
All right, just a few things. Number one, the USA flag on his lapel is diagonal. It's looking like it's about to fall off. Number two, again, if Trump or JD Vance said something like that, yeah, they'd be coming for them quickly. But again, I don't know why Joe Biden is continuing to embarrass himself, which leads me to number three. I thought he was banned from the campaign. Why is he still doing campaign events? He keeps putting his foot in his mouth. This is just not a good look whatsoever. This is the sitting president of the United States. Why is he talking like this? I know why he's talking like this, because they all are hypocritical. Here's Tim Walz doing the opposite of what he says the country should be doing.
I think the core principle, adhering to the Constitution, the rule of law, getting away from the name calling and the division.
And I gotta say, you probably figured this out about me. I kind of talk the way I see it, and I'm a little bit old school, but I'll have to tell you, like all of you, the deep respect for this country, what we have. Call me old-fashioned, but a president's character and words should matter.
Now, the bigger picture here is I still don't understand why she picked him in the first place. Because if she loses, I'm telling you, this is going to come back to haunt her, and this will be a huge talking point.
Now, May, this is what some prominent Democrats, like the current VP nominee, thinks of your son and his involvement. Watch.
Says the only way to make this economy work is to crash it, to take it down. And he warns you, though, Americans, this was Elon in his own words, Americans are going to have to be prepared for some hardship. So I would ask all of you, what in the hell does a billionaire know about hardship?
Yeah, he isn't a pleasant man. He's not very bright, and he's quite silly. And Elon is going to save America with Trump and all the magnificent people on Trump's team.
Now, just for good measure, because you spent this amount of time watching this video, here's a perfect example of Tim Walz being exactly what he has accused Trump and JD Vance of being, which is weird.
I gotta see it. Can I flip back over?
I mean, at a certain point, you're wondering, does he even know who he's waving at? I don't think so. Anyhow, so bigger picture, double standard is clear in this video today. Again, if Trump or JD Vance or even Elon Musk did anything like this, I mean, they would be all over them, okay? So I find that to be fascinating. Secondly, this is all they have to offer, right? Are insults. That's it. They don't have policy. They don't have insightful information. They don't have any ideas that are really filled with substance that are going to help the American people.
Donald Trump has descended into madness over the last few weeks. And I think some of you don't miss on this. Go do your Google on this. Donald Trump's got this big rally going at Madison Square Garden. There's a direct parallel to a big rally that happened in the mid-1930s at Madison Square Garden. And don't think that he doesn't know for 1 second exactly what they're doing there.
Tim Walz is as radical as you can get. We know he's literally Gavin Newsom, but in Minnesota, he lies about how great Minnesota is as a state, even though second to California was the state that people left the most during the pandemic. So I think that speaks to who he is as a governor and the state. And let's not get into the whole George Floyd riots, because we know that is a stain on his record as well. And this is a guy who's been advocating to get rid of the Electoral College and get rid of free speech.
I want to go back to something you said on Tuesday. You said, I think all of us know the Electoral College needs to go. But the campaign came out later that night, and they said that's not their stance.
Well, it's not the campaign's position. And the point I'm trying to make is that there's folks that feel every vote must count in every state. And I think some folks feel that's not the case. Our campaign does that. And the point I'm saying is I'm in 5 states in 2 days. We're out there making the case that the campaign's position is clear, that that's not their position. Their position and my position is to make sure that everybody understands their vote, no matter what state they're in, matters.
So that's something that you and our President Harris disagree on?
I have spoken about it in the past, that she's been very clear on this, and the campaign, and my position is the campaign's position.
So, no, we don't trust Tim Walz whatsoever. And that is my opinion. So what do you guys think about this story of Tim Walz calling Elon Musk gay? He's been insulting him, I guess, for a while now. He won't let up. I mean, do you believe he has Elon derangement syndrome, if that is the proper term? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Now, speaking about substance, there was a video that we uploaded today where we showed you what swing voters had to say about Kamala Harris, and it wasn't good, okay? They slammed her, they blew up on her campaign. If you want to check that video out, you can click on it because it's coming up right now.
Microsoft CEO just unveiled autonomous AI agents. This is a video from 21 hours ago. Julia McCoy, never heard of her before, but she's touching on AI agents. Advanced voice mode hits the desktop with Wes Roth. I do want to hear about this.
You could block all ads or get paid.
Released that you need to watch. And I'll tell you why. I believe that the future is not just on its way towards us, it's accelerating way faster than 99% of the world believe or are ready for. And I'll tell you why. Right now we have self-improving AI agents that we can tap into right now. And we're on the cusp of AR glasses that merge our digital and our actual reality together. Those two things I just referenced are symptoms of what's happening below and behind the scenes, which we don't see enough of. The nature of exponentials, which, keep in mind, our brains aren't set up to understand. We are organic matter, and what we're looking at right now is the exponential increase of inorganic matter. aka automation, robotics, AI, at acceleration rates unlike we have ever seen before. I'm going to explain this to you in this video, and it's not just going to be me. I'm going to pull in some amazing experts and share their clips with you. A ton of research and thought has gone into the message in this video. I really want you to watch it all the way through because, like I said, it could be the single most important video I've ever released to date. That's not clickbait. That's not hype. And by the way, hi, if we haven't met, I'm Julie McCoy. I sold a 100-person writing agency that I grew completely on my own, bootstrapped to over 5 million and 100 people. I sold that in 2021, knowing that GPTs were going to change the game when it came to content creation. My bet was 100% right. In the fall of 2022, ChatGPT launched. I spent all of 2023 working for a multi-stack AI content marketing automation platform. I was the president of that AI brand for a little over a year and a half. And now it is my full-time job to study the future, break it down, understand it, and help you adapt. Yeah, I've left a full-time gig just to do this because that's how important I think it is. There's so much hype out there. There's so many YouTube headlines that literally just exist to catch a trend. Oh, the CEO of Microsoft just gave a keynote, let's jump on it. This new AI tool just launched. Agents are coming. But what I want to do is bring it all together for you and give you the full picture so you actually know how, when, and why to adapt to what's coming. October of 2024 is and was my last month at the full-time gig I had as president of the AI platform I worked at. Since I've stepped away, you can expect a lot more content that goes deeper and is more thorough. I'm going deep down this rabbit hole. There's no turning back. I want to distill all this information, and in the months to come, I'm building an AI consultancy that will help millions of business owners, people in the workforce like you, and the population at large adapt to what's coming and succeed. It is time to ditch the scarcity mindset and realize that the world we live in is one of abundance, and what's coming towards us is heralding the single most abundant age we have ever had the chance and the joy and the honor and the blessing to live within. It is what we make of it. If we let the decades of fear-mongering from Hollywood and the media just give us this single picture of Skynet, we are missing out on 99% of the abundance at our fingertips because of this new technology era. Okay, so let's get into it. I want to tell you why the future is coming towards us a lot faster than you think and what's been happening the last few weeks making up this giant change. This May, the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, said that we are looking at the democratization of AI. We saw this come full circle in the Microsoft AI Tour event that just happened, where Satya revealed autonomous AI agents, aka little co-pilots, launching within Copilot that will do business functions for enterprises and businesses. And the way this was presented at the keynote was very much in line with the message Satya gave back in May, where he said, we're looking at the democratization of this. The way he presented what's coming is we are putting this in the hands of the people. Go build with these AI agents. That was a major point he was making all throughout this keynote. What stuck out to me was that the CEO of this major technology company, one of the leading ones in the entire world, said, we're looking at empowering people to do things previously not possible. Guys, the impossible is here. Listen to Satya talk about it himself.
The question is, what do we do? And it's how do we, most importantly, parlay this, translate this into the most important mission that we have as a company, as individuals and organizations, is to be able to empower people to do things that they couldn't do previously with any other previous technology era, right? So to me, that's the ultimate test, which is, can we use Claire started by talking about how right here in this country, some of the most seminal technologies of the industrial era and the industrial revolution were all created. And the question is, can we now go back to that and really have that type of profound impact in human life and condition by really, whether it's scientific discovery or whether it is productivity, can we see that flourishing?
Something else Satya reinforced is that work itself will change. We've seen this message from people like Dario Amodei, the co-founder of Anthropic, Eric Schmidt behind Google, Elon Musk, on and on. And what's driving how work will change is literally going to be these autonomous AI agents. Imagine billions of workers out there doing tasks perfectly. They're never hungry, they're never tired, they don't need breaks, and they will work for a fraction of a penny of the dollar that a normal worker would. That sounds unreal and impossible, but that's the world headed towards us. When we're able to launch, use, and tap into AI agents autonomously deployed throughout industries and businesses. And let me tell you, that's coming. We literally saw something unveiled this month at the Microsoft AI keynote that Satya gave in the UK. He referenced this idea of a rich agentic world. Listen to this clip.
Now, as I said, if you start with this idea that this rich agentic world ultimately does need to meet us, and we need to meet it, that means you need a UI interface, right? Just like the PC or the phone was the user interface, or the apps on a phone or a PC were the interface to essentially digital technology, these co-pilots, and Copilot is the UI for all of this AI, right? Even in a world where there are a lot of agents that are working autonomously, they do need to raise exceptions, get permissions from us, and the question is, how does that happen? It happens through this new organizing layer for how, in particular, work gets done.
He also referenced how
This AI tool will create a stunning ebook direct from your content, whether it's a Microsoft Word document or a Google document, or even if you just have an idea. It will create the whole ebook for you, complete with the graphics, with the images, the fonts, layout. So within a few...
Coming on just fine. We're trying to get something done this morning. So it's almost 9:30. I might go to about 10:30. Mary Dawn Pafford. Today at 10 Central Standard Time, RJ Spinner is hosting a meditation guide towards peace with one another all over the world as a collective. Do we care? Anybody in here? Do we care about that? That's a long comment, Pafford. Why go into someone's stream and advertise something else from somebody else? This is our own meditation guided towards peace with one another. We're already doing that in here. We don't have to leave this stream to go watch somebody else do something we're already doing as a collective. Yeah, so I don't know. RJ, he'll be fine without us. Trust me, he don't need us there to help him with his guided meditation of collectiveness towards the world. Mr. Spinner. He doesn't need you out recruiting and asking everybody to come join the campfire sing along. You know, I'm almost certain he is grateful that you are doing that. Why would you do it here in this stream? I don't know. But hey, there's a lot of shit I don't know. You feel me? Empire, state building, save children. Did the teacher ever teach your ass how to make $1 million? No. So we out here trying to get this dough. I'ma keep chasing till I get some more. Until we blow. I really appreciate it, Mary. A little intrusive, you know. A little intrusive. I don't go into Burger King and be like, yo, McDonald's got this banging ass sandwich, yo. Y'all gotta go to Mickey D's and try this shit out. I know we at Burger King, but Mickey D's is on some, you know. That's what it felt like to me. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I know y'all been in here for a while, but in 30 minutes, everybody needs to leave this stream and go to this other thing that I'm telling you about at 10 o'clock. Because that's way more important than what you guys are doing right now. So, just to let you know, at 10, everybody stop watching this and go watch the thing that I want you guys to go watch. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen today. I may have to go to the bathroom again. This coffee is doing the most this morning. Alright. That boy getting that work in there, that boy. Gotta get that work in. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing nothing but art. Ain't nothing but art going on in this bitch. You know what? I might have to leave that down, actually. Leave it low for a minute. Not that low. You're scratching my fucking canvas from the back, boy. Boy, don't fuck my damn shit up, boy.
At the future of this just through a chatbot, which I completely agree with, and I think most people are still looking through that window. That is the wrong window. We need to look at this a million times bigger. We need to see the picture of full work and job automation, which is going to lead us inevitably to some form of UBI, which I believe will come from a decentralized currency. All of that stemming from billions of AI worker bots, aka agents out there, working in unison and harmony, getting work done better than humans ever have. Listen to this clip where he talks about it.
And so that's really the beginning of this Copilot era, where it's just not about a chat interface, but it shows how chat is just one modality of being able to retrieve information, but it does lead to more sophisticated workflows and collaboration.
So Mark Zuckerberg was recently on The Verge talking about how AR glasses will actually replace our phones. The Ray-Bans were the first iteration of what's coming, which has not been released yet from Meta. He believes that there will be a gradual shift towards glasses being the new way we do computing. The reason we haven't adapted yet is these devices are still clunky. I mean, I don't want to put an Apple Vision Pro on my head. It's a heavy device. But I love the idea of using holograms, moving my hands around in the air to control what I could do in terms of computing capabilities. This is an important clip I want you to listen to, where Mark talks about how the gradual rollout of AR glasses could augment and then potentially even replace the use of our phone listen-in.
All this phone number and then it falls on the phone.
You know, we'll just add more capabilities over time, and some of that are model updates, right? So like, okay, now it has Llama 3.2, but some of it is kind of software development around it. Like reminders you don't get for free just because we updated the model. That's kind of this big software development effort, and we're kind of adding features continuously and developing the ecosystem, right? So you get more apps. So Spotify and all these different things kind of can work more natively. So the glasses just get more and more useful, which I think is also going to increase demand over time. And how does it interact with phones? I mean, like you said, I don't think people are getting rid of phones anytime soon. The way I kind of think about this is that when phones became the primary computing platform, we didn't get rid of computers, we just kind of shifted. Right, so I don't know if you have this experience, but at some point in the early 2010s, I noticed that I'd be sitting at my desk in front of my computer and I'd just pull out my phone to do things. And I think...
Yeah, let me use that background, finally. And then, well, not all the way done, because I actually saw like a little part on it that I did miss. But I already started the oil painting on there, so I'll just have to go back in the end and touch up that one little spot, but for the most part, the background on that other one is done. Thank God. I said it's a little more. There will be some white touch up and maybe a little bit of silk. Damn, is that longer than? It's longer than my ruler. I gotta grab a longer ruler. Got this one. Let's see. How everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday morning? Am I missing a line somewhere? I think so. Sunday morning. I hate when I have to use a straight edge, man. There's too many straight lines on this thing, bro. This is gonna kill me to paint this part. I already know it. I'm gonna get these paintings started before I'm gonna get the painting started before I jokingly talk shit to my models, because goddamn. Like, all these motherfuckers done got me fucked up on these paintings, on the pictures anyway. Because everybody always asks, hey, what should I wear? And I always tell people, wear whatever you want to wear. Just dress comfortably. You know, whatever you would normally wear. Okay. So one chick comes up with a fucking plaid shirt on. Plaid is the example I use when people ask me, how do I price my commissions? And I say, it really depends on the amount of details. So if you want me to paint a picture of you and you're wearing a black t-shirt, a solid black t-shirt is easier to paint than a polka dotted shirt or a plaid shirt. And if you're wearing something like plaid, I would have to charge you more for that commission because it's more detailed, more time consuming. I use plaid as that example all the time, and she comes up in a plaid shirt. I'm like, okay, I got this. This young lady right here comes up with some damn camouflage pants on. Girl. Camouflage pants? Really? And then this other dude comes up with this hoodie that has this floral print on it, and it's just like, you guys are just wearing the most difficultest things to paint right now. Why is your clothes so elaborate? Like, y'all don't got no solid, you don't got no blue jeans, you don't got a solid red t-shirt, my guy. Oh my God, why is everything got a million fucking patterns on it? I guess they want to spend lots of cash. No, these are all just my personal stuff, just for my own paintings. So I'm trying to prep up for the winter time, make sure I get enough pictures and have enough stuff to last me through the winter months when nobody wants to come out and do anything. So I made sure that last weekend I got as many pictures as I could. And then I had one other friend that said she would model for me, and I asked her what would be a good day and time, and she hasn't gotten back to me yet. So hopefully maybe this week or this upcoming week, or maybe next weekend, I can actually do like at least one more photo shoot. And so out of the photo shoots that I did last weekend, I have 6 paintings. Well, six images that I think will make good paintings. And so that's a lot. Especially if I, if I can do like a painting a month, or sometimes some of these paintings take me more than a month. Sometimes it takes me like 2-3 months to finish one of these. So 6 canvases already made up. So this is at least 6 months worth of work right here, that's pretty badass in itself. So yeah, I got at least a half a year worth of shit to work on in just one weekend of photo shoots. I got like a half a year worth of material. And then hopefully, if the art gods grace my presence, I'll have a few commissions in between, and depending on how big the commission is, that'll take another couple of months in between to get things. So here, we're kind of set for a while. No, it's actually, she's sitting in front of like a little pillar, some kind of wrapped. I'm not sure. It looks like vinyl. They wrapped something around this pillar in the middle of the. So we were at a tea shop. So I'm not exactly sure what, like. It's hiding something. It's just, but then you can see wires dangling from it. So it's probably like a pillar with an electrical panel on it or something, but they put that little vinyl wrap around it to kind of make it, you know, easy to look at, whatever they're trying to hide. You would leave it out? Yeah, but then there's a big gap in behind her. Oh, the wires? Oh, I'm not putting the wires up there. No. Definitely not. Those wires don't need to be there. I thought about not putting this thing there, but then I don't want to, like, imagine what it would look like without that there. Because in the very back, there is, like, the bokeh of, you can see 1, 2, 3 individuals standing back there. Barely. You can kind of make out this guy's shoes a little bit. But the wires are going. I almost didn't even put this table here because that person, the bokeh of that person is back there. I don't know. Trust me, dude. I sat and looked at this background for a minute, like, meh, how much of this shit do I actually need back there? But I want it to be full. I want the background to look full, like she's in, you know, this tea shop. So I guess I'll put those chairs there, and I do have that table there. But I don't know. It's a lot. It's not too noisy, but yeah. I announced that I was taking a break from the reader series, and everybody's like, "No, don't do that. Don't do." And I'm like, but I got so many paintings in it, and I've been doing a reader series for like 10 years now. And everybody's like, "I don't give a fuck. How long you been doing a reader series, bitch? Give us more. Give us more reader series." And I'm like, "But I've given you so much." And they're like, "More." I had like 3 or 4 people like, "Bro, don't stop that." They're like, "Please don't stop the reader series. Please." So, okay, so, but I do want to put younger people in it. You know? I think when I started painting, I was a young person. Now I'm not so young anymore, so I can't use my peers all the time. So now instead of people my age, I'm definitely looking for younger models so they can have their representation in the art as well. Because I want young people to see themselves when they go into galleries and museums. Just to see people that look like them, you know, their age group, their demographics, and make it look grand and beautiful. So that's the new mission for the reader series, is to just, as long as we continue to do it, let's make it youthful. Let's add young people. What are the young people reading nowadays? You know, is there any good things that we can suggest to the young people to read? That's what I'm looking for. I wouldn't mind doing like more group stuff. The only thing is, bro, you don't know how hard it is to get models, man. It's like pulling teeth, trying to get people to just take a picture for you. Especially groups of people. You try to get 4 people in one spot at the same time. Come on, man. And it ain't no party where they are expected to have free food and drinks. It's tough. It's tough, trust me. And what are we doing? I'm just gonna take pictures of you guys. For what? So I can make a painting out of it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. And people just don't want to fucking do it, bro. I want to do a whisper series, like painting with more than 2 people. Like maybe I keep seeing like a football huddle style almost, where it's like 3 or 4 people like huddled around, and they're all whispering, but one person is looking up to make sure nobody's like eavesdropping on what they're talking about. Or like you say, I keep I envision like a subway scene where everybody's just on the subway, and like you said, instead of phones, there's like 4 or 5 people, and everybody has books in their hands reading. I've tried to make those scenes using AI, and I can never get like a really good group of people. I made something on Canva though, yo. Canva has an image generator in it now because it's been well over a year for image generation, and like the technology is kind of old, and so now everybody can basically have it for free. And that's what they keep saying. Like most of this shit will be free soon, and there will be a surplus. There will be an abundance. In the beginning, like everything, even AI image generation, you had to pay for that shit. You know, now it's in Canva. You can just make whatever you want whenever you want to make it for free. You won't even charge you. It's so simple to do now. And so, like, I've tried other image generators to do like a reader series, or like a group of people reading, or like teenagers on the subway reading books. And I don't know, I just haven't gotten a good enough image that I feel I can use as a reference source. But I'll keep playing with it because, once again, it only gets better over time. So eventually, I'll put this prompt in, and it will give me exactly what I want, and it will look very clean and crisp. Something that I can actually use. Matter of fact, I need to get on Midjourney a little while, because I haven't been training my model in about a week or so. But the more you train it, the more you use it, the more the communities use it, the better it gets. And the easier it is to actually use and generate things that you actually want. Andreas Kruski? I haven't. He's a German photographer and professor at the Kunsthandel Düsseldorf in Germany. This stuff is really interesting. Interesting. Not really my thing though. That shit looks like, yeah, it does look like a lot. Like, wait a minute. The Scene from Nowhere. Okay. Alright, Professor Bruce. I gotta get into photography more. I don't know. Like, since I'm not a trained photographer, I feel like I don't know good photography when I see it sometimes. And people are like, oh, you can, like, they'll see my paintings and be like, oh, who took the picture? I'm like, well, I took the picture. Oh, well, can you do this a photo shoot for me? Like, I don't think so. I don't wanna do a photo shoot for you. Yeah, I think I can take a picture just decent enough for me to use for the purposes I want to use it for. But I ain't about to do no shit for you, and then I hand you a picture. You be like, oh, this shit it's a crappy picture. Well, I'm not a photographer. I'm a painter, man. I ain't no damn photographer. I'm hungry now, guys. Damn, it just hit me right there. That shit just like, oh, time to eat. Time to eat. There's a whole braid. Yeah, there's a whole braid that goes right over her ear. I got some biscuits in there, in the fridge. I think I'm about to go grab me a couple biscuits and some syrup. People like pancakes and syrup for breakfast. I'm telling you now. If you like pancakes, hey man, try you some biscuits and syrup for breakfast. Same thing. Same fucking thing. Alright, so we got a couple braids here. She almost looks like an anime character. Pancakes with the works. I want white chocolate chips, motherfucking blueberries with strawberry flavored syrup, powdered sugar, butter, whipped cream, pecans. What else you got to go on there? Put everything on my damn pancakes, motherfucker. I need to get full. I don't want to eat them pancakes and still be hungry after I finish eating. Sunny side up eggs. I want my yolk runny. I want to be able to dip my pancakes in my yolk. Smear it around. Have it dripping off. So good, man. Want my eggs damn near raw. That's how you get most of the protein. How long have we been in here? 167 minutes. Alright, it is time. I do have to eat some type of breakfast. After I eat, I'll probably try to do like another hour or so, and then we'll take a real break because, like I said, I need to check the freezer for meal prep, see if I have to go to the store and get any ingredients for dinner. I need to wash and do my hair, but between yesterday and today, we've gotten a lot done, so I don't feel bad about the progress we made this weekend. I wish I had more time off. Let me go grab these biscuits.
What's going to happen, it's not like we're going to throw away our phones, but I think slowly we're just going to start doing more things with our glasses and leaving our phones in our pockets more. And it's not like we're done with our computers, and I don't think we're going to be done with our phones for a while, but there's a pretty clear path where you're just going to use your glasses for more and more things, and over time, I think glasses are also going to be able to be powered by wrist-based wearables or other wearables, so you're going to wake up one day 10 years from now, and you're not even going to need to bring your phone with you. Now, you're still going to have a phone, but I think more of the time people are going to leave it in their pocket, or leave it in their bag, or eventually even some of the time leave it at home, and I think there will just be this sort of gradual shift to glasses becoming the main way that we do computing.
It's interesting that we're talking about this right now because I feel like phones are becoming kind of boring and stale. You know, like I just was like looking at the new iPhone and it's basically the same as the year before. People are doing foldables, but like it feels like people have kind of run out of ideas on phones and that they're kind of at their natural end state. And I wonder, you know, when you see something like the Ray-Bans and how people have really gravitated to them in a way that's surprised you guys and I think surprised all of us, but it's also just like people want to interact with technology in different ways now.
Yeah.
And I think AI, like you said at the beginning, like the way that AI has intersected with this is just kind of like an aha thing for people that honestly for me, I didn't expect it to click as quickly as it did. But like when I got whitelisted for the AI, I was like walking around my backyard and like using it, and I was like, oh, like it's obvious now where this is going. So it feels like like I was saying at the beginning, it feels like things are finally, you can see where it's going. Whereas before it's been a lot of like R&D and talking about it, but like the Ray-Bans are kind of a signifier of that, and I'm wondering if you agree with that.
I agree. I mean, I still think it's early. I think you really want to be able to not just ask the AI questions, but ask it to do things and know that it's going to reliably go do it. And we're starting with simple things, right? So voice control of your glasses, although you can do that on phones too. Things like reminders, although you can generally do that on phones too. But I think as the model capabilities grow over the next couple of generations and you get more of what people call these agentic capabilities, I think it's going to start to get pretty exciting. For what it's worth, I also think that all the AI work is going to make phones a lot more exciting. It's the most exciting thing I think that has happened to our family of apps roadmap in a long time. Is all the different AI things that we're building. So if I were trying to design what the next few versions of iPhone or Google's phone should be, I mean, I think that there's a long and interesting roadmap of things that they can go do with AI that as an app developer we can't. So I think that that's like a pretty exciting and interesting thing for them to go do, which I assume that they will.
On the AI social media piece, one of the wilder things that your team told me you guys are going to start doing is showing people AI-generated imagery personalized to them in feed. I think it's starting as an experiment, but like if you're a photographer, you would see Meta AI generating content that's maybe personalized for you alongside content from the people you follow.
Yeah.
And it's this idea that I've been thinking about of AI and kind of invading social media, so to speak. I mean, maybe you don't like the word invading, but you know what I mean. And what does that do to how we relate to each other as humans? Like how much AI stuff and AI generated stuff is going to be filling feeds in the near future, in your view?
Well, here's how I come at this. So in the history of running the company, we've been building these apps for 20 years. Every, call it 3 to 5 years, there's some new major format that comes along that is typically additive to the experience, right? So initially people kind of updated their profiles, then they were able to post statuses that were text, then links, then you got photos early on, then you got videos, then with mobile, basically Snap invented Stories, the first version of that, and that became a pretty kind of widely used format. The whole version of short form videos, I think, is sort of a still ascendant format. But you basically, at each step along the way, you want to, right, it's like you keep on making the system richer by having more different types of content that people can share and different ways to express themselves. And when you look out for the next 10 years of, okay, if this trend seems to happen where every 3-5 years, whatever the pace is, there are new formats, I think given the pace of change in the tech industry, I think you'd bet that continues or accelerates. And I think you'd bet that probably most of the new formats are going to be kind of AI connected in some way, given that that's the kind of driving theme for the industry at this point. So given that kind of set of assumptions, we're sort of trying to understand what are the things that are most useful to people within that. There's one vein of this, which is helping people and creators make better content using AI, right? So that's, that I think is gonna be pretty clear, right? Just make it like super easy for like aspiring creators or advanced creators to make much better stuff than they would be able to otherwise. That can take the format of like, all right, like my daughter is writing a book and she wants it illustrated, and like we sit down together and work with Meta AI and Imagine to help her come up with images to illustrate it. It's like, okay, that's like a thing. That's like she didn't have the capability to do that before. She's not a graphic designer, but now she kind of has that ability. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Then I think that there's a version where you have just this great diversity of AI agents that are as part of this system. And this, I think, is a big difference between our vision of AI and most of the other companies is, yeah, we're building Meta AI as kind of the main assistant that you can build. That's sort of equivalent to, the singular assistant that maybe like a Google or an OpenAI or different folks are building. But it's not really the main thing that we're doing.
So Dave Shapiro has hibernated his YouTube channel, but before he did, he posted a really great video on how decentralization is a key principle as the foundation of what's coming in the post-labor society, meaning economy, and the future of total work automation. And he talked about how we can redistribute economic, political, technological, and informational power. And that's how we can create a more balanced and resilient system. And that's going to come from decentralization. The problem in decentralization is that a lot of illegal activity currently happens on the blockchain and decentralized systems. It houses a lot of criminal activity, but my hypothesis for that is that's because criminals need a way to hide their tracks. Decentralization has some great attributes for people that want more freedom. And so the regular person isn't motivated to seek out how to get on the blockchain, how to get inside decentralization. We can solve that with better systems that bring about ease of use. Imagine if decentralization and crypto was as easy as swiping your credit card, which automatically the bill got paid because you had automatic bill payments hooked up. You had auto pay set. That is how simple crypto needs to get, and a decentralized system. Now, I am definitely not doing this full justice because Dave is such an authority on this, but I will tell you that our coming book that I'm writing with Dave called The Great Decoupling, Dave has been interviewing experts on this. We are
ingredient. How many ingredients does this have in it? It doesn't even say S. It just says ingredient, pure maple syrup. That's all it is, man. 100%. This shit comes straight out the tree. I think they pasteurize it a little bit. That's like heating it up and cooling it down. And then that's it. They put the shit in the fucking bottle until you enjoy it. Enjoy your damn syrup, man. You know, chemical free. Free of dyes and fake sugars.
and a ton of expert voices to break this down and study it. And we know that we can solve a lot of problems in economic inequality, political problems, even technology situations. We can weaken the power that comes from too much concentration, and we can help redistribute that to more of the people that need to be involved in this, the people that are going to wake up and not need to work for a paycheck, and their lives are completely different when work itself gets automated. So looking at decentralization as kind of the antidote and the key principle for what's coming and how it is the foundation of a new world that favors the people is a really interesting thought that Dave presented on his channel. If you can simulate it, you can solve it. Trust the data. Basically, it's this idea that our brains don't understand exponentials. Again, we are organic beings, and we're trying to understand inorganic matter, which can scale without breaking, unlike a flesh and blood human. And I think one day soon we will be augmenting humans with that alternate substance. How we do that, of course, is going to be up for debate. I, for one, don't really want an AI chip implanted in my skull, but I will wear AR glasses. Anyway, back to the point. We need to realize that these exponentials are in fact happening sooner than what we can physically understand. There's going to be a lot more that I have to say on this topic, so I'm just going to tell you, get ready. Now that literally researching, thinking about...
That's what I've been saying the whole time, man. For years and years now. This shit moving fast, bro. This shit moving hella fast. So, everybody better just stay on top. Even if you're not super proficient or like doing deep dives on any of this shit, just try to be aware of like what are the new advances. Because Once again, like she said a couple of times, most people aren't aware of how fast this shit is actually coming. It's like, yo, tomorrow is not gonna be like today. It's just not. Tomorrow is not gonna be like today. Tomorrow is gonna be really different.
Consulting on it is my full-time gig, and I am not solely working for just one platform in the AI space. I will have a ton more well-rounded content to give you, and an infinite foundation of non-biased research. Not that I was ever biased, but now I really have the time, energy, and space to dig into all of this and do it justice. I will be announcing what I'm doing next in upcoming videos, so stay tuned. I am an all-in, go-getter entrepreneur type of person. I love to add to the economy, and I see the potential of not just adding to the economy, but actually shaping it, redefining it for a healthier version of humanity. And nothing could excite me more. So I look forward to seeing you down the next AI rabbit hole and all the associated rabbit holes, because friends, we're going down all of them. I hope you'll hit subscribe to my channel here on YouTube at Julie McCoy. Expect a ton more amazing content in the days to come. As always, I enjoy reading from you in the comments.
Girl, your goodbye is longer than my goodbye. Get the fuck out of here. This shit over with. She was saying goodbye for 3 minutes. You know yeah, okay. Appreciate it. I'll let you next time. Remember, long-winded like me. And then my shit just froze up. I lost YouTube. Are we still in here? Nope, I just lost internet connection. Oh well. Y'all still here. I can't see my stream on my laptop though, and I don't got no internet connection right now. I don't know what's going on my end. Everything over here just buffered. Whatever. I got all that grease in the bottom. No? Connect to the internet. You're offline. Check your connection. It says I'm connected to the internet. Man, screw this shit. Almost done. Now my hands are super chicken greasy. But that chicken grease something else. I'm still saying I don't have an internet connection on my laptop. Chicken and biscuits. I was gonna do just biscuits and syrup. I was just gonna do biscuits and syrup. Then I seen that chicken in there. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let me get a couple pieces of this chicken with these biscuits and syrup. So instead of, once again, I think biscuits can replace waffles or pancakes for a lot of shit. So instead of chicken and waffles, I had chicken and biscuits for breakfast just now. And it was delicious. You know? Oh no, I'm trying to reset my laptop to see if that'll help because it just completely lost connection to the internet and would not let me pull back up my YouTube channel or anything for that matter. Alright. The restart is finished. So let's see. If you can get back online. Back in here with you guys. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my connection. Can't put too much salt in that gravy, dog. Like I said, that shit'll fuck up the whole thing. I like some biscuits and gravy, biscuits and sausage gravy, the white sausage gravy. Oh man, yeah, don't make it too salty though. Jeez, I'm trying to dehydrate a motherfucker. Guys, I got invited to something today that I'm gonna have to pass on. So, I sold a painting yesterday at the local art fair. One of my wildflowers, just a small 8x8 canvas, ruined my collection. So now it's a high number of them. Don't you hate when they do that? Bitch, buy two. Buy two. I got 6. Buy 2. You gonna leave me with 5? Come on, man. What the hell is that? You need a set. It's a set. They come in pairs, man. They come in pairs. Buy all 12. Special guest John Legend at Black Scranton Projects Center for Arts and Culture, right here on Main Ave in Scranton, PA. So I got invited to this, but it's for a call to vote Democrat for Kamala Harris. And so I was actually a board member of the Black Scranton Project. I sat on the board for a long time. And so that's why I got the invite, actually talked to the president, founder, and CEO yesterday. And so I missed a few calls from her because I was in here doing the art shit. Then when I left out the studio, I was like, yo, she called me 3 times back to back. I was like, and then she texted me. She called, I missed 3 phone calls, and she texted, she was like, call me back whenever you get this message. So I was like, yo, what's good? She's like, John Legend is coming to town, and he's gonna come to the center. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. She's like, I'm only letting like close people know because I don't want like, I don't know what his staff and security is gonna be like, and I don't know how many people he wants to be around, so I'm only selecting like a handful of people to come and hopefully get a chance to meet him in person if you want to. I'm like, that sounds dope as shit, actually. But I think he's doing it to help campaign for Harris, and like how she goes to all these different cities and gets the celebrities to support her. I think that's what this is going to be. I want to do that. I'm not a big John Legend fan. I'm not a big R&B fan in general. You know, I'm a rapper. Do I know who John Legend is? Yes. Right now, if somebody put a gun to my head and say, sing one of his songs, I'm dead as fuck, bro. Even if I had to name a John Legend song, I'm dead as fuck, bro. I'm dead as hell. I'm not, I don't know. I don't know your music, dog. I don't know that. Haha, baller artist status if you're passing on that. I'm not trying to, man. And what she said, once again, she said, I'm only inviting, you know, people, because I was one of the first board members when she initially started the organization, and it's been around for, I think this is 6 years now. And she started it from nothing, the Black Scranton Project, because everybody has something and black people don't. You know, there's the Greek festival and the Italian festival and the St. Patrick's Day parade, which is basically the Irish festival, and then you have the Latino festival, and everybody has their thing. Even there's a Nepali thing, and then there's a Ukrainian thing, and like every community around here has something, but there was never like a major annual Juneteenth event, but now there is, because Black Scranton, she started the organization, and now we have our own thing too for African American awareness that's organized and that does things for the community. And so, like I said, I was on that board for a while. I backed away from the board last year because my calendar just got filled with art stuff, and I think I didn't have enough time to dedicate to that position to do exactly what I needed to do. So I was like, oh, I just don't have the time for it right now because I really want to focus on my art. And so I just kind of just bowed down and left the organization. But I'm still involved, and I still do go to like some events and things like that. And I still support and share their content all the time. And the founder, president, and CEO, a very, very smart young lady, very smart. And I think me and her get along very well because we didn't have to learn it from each other, but like both of us are always willing to agree to disagree. Like there's only like a few things that we kind of bumped heads on, like in talking about different projects or programs or how things go, and then even like on personal beliefs and personal issues, there's like, you know, some things that we just don't agree on, and that never stopped us from being friends. Like we're still really, really cool. Even since I left the organization. And then like I say, I haven't been with the org for over a year, but when a big event like this has the potential of happening, because she said, I'm not even sure exactly how this is going to go right now. She said, I got to get more details and I'll email you or I'll text you later. And then so she texted me back last night. But like I said, she just told me, hey, if you've been a part of the org since day one, you know, you really showed a lot of support. If this is something you want to, you know, attend and come hang out with us, you're more than welcome to. And so that's kind of like a VIP status pass to come to something like this. But I think my moral compass is in a different direction right now, which is fine. You know, I think we're on opposite sides of the political spectrum at the moment, and I just don't want to show any type of support for the Democratic Party or anyone who supports Harris or the Democratic Party. And so if it was just John Legend coming to town because he went to school here and he used to sing on the gospel choir around here for a long time. So, you know, if it was just a hometown boy coming back just to be like, yo, what's up? Let me see how things have changed. Hey guys, I still love this area because it helped make me who I am. I would definitely go and hang out and do all of that. But if it's him like, hey, you guys should vote for this lady because I'm asking you to, because I support her and I'm from this area, it's like I don't need all of that part. And no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. I can just chill at home and paint and play video games. I don't need to get dressed up and smell nice to go hang out with a celebrity who will not remember my name tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. I'm good. And then the center is like 30 minutes away from here. So that's at least an hour of driving that I would have to do on a Sunday. And you know, like how my gas budget is, since I drive an hour every day during the week, because I have to drive 30 minutes to work and 30 minutes back home. So I'm already driving 5 hours a week. That's almost a full work day. So on the weekends, if it's not something significantly important for me to be doing, I just don't try to drive 30 minutes in one direction on the weekends because I get tired of fucking driving. I don't want to spend all my time in the fucking car. Where's this thing at? Oh, it's 30 minutes away. That means, once again, that's an hour of driving for me. I don't know if it's that important for me to sit in the car for an hour after I've already did that shit 5 different times this week. No thank you. No thank you. Still not 100% sure what I'm gonna meal prep. What I might do, actually might do steak and fish. I might run to the store and get like a nice fat ass salmon steak or a couple of salmon steaks and throw them on the grill. Throw some steaks on the grill. Do my potato salad, which I haven't done in a while. Probably mac and cheese, and well, I could do everything on the grill, I guess. If I put steak and fish on the grill, I might as well just put some burgers on there. Yeah, I might just grill out today and throw an ass of shit on the grill. If I make potato salad and mac and cheese as sides, do something green like asparagus, or something green like asparagus or Brussels sprouts or cabbage? Not cabbage. I don't know. Hey, I know that's right. She said we got some sirloin steaks, some chips. That's fries for people who don't know. And some peas and tomatoes. I know that's right. God, that shit sound good. I'm about to be on the steak tip with you too then, shorty. Shit. I think I'm really gonna do steak. I said steak, salmon, and burger, so that's 3 proteins. Some starches, like I said, potatoes or pasta for starch, and then something green for a vegetable. And that should be our meal prep for the week. Spinach is a good one. I could do spinach. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong about spinach being a good green. You know what? I'm gonna have to do that. I haven't had spinach in a while, actually. I haven't had spinach in a while. see, I make a little shopping list. So I'm gonna grab a few things. I'm gonna go take first inventory to freezer. I'm almost I probably don't have ground beef because I just did chili. I did chili last Sunday, and I'm thinking I used whatever ground beef I had in the freezer to make that chili. Damn it. I don't know. I think there's steaks in there. Ouch. If there's anything in there, it's probably steaks. I know I don't have, well, when I do like nice, fresh salmon steaks, you don't put those in the freezer anyway. You cook those immediately. So I know I don't have any good salmon steaks in there. So I would have to go get those anyway. But I think I do have some good steaks in the freezer. So I'm gonna need fish, ground beef, and spinach from the grocer. Well, I got a lot of. Where did this one come from? This is the one I was looking for. Because this one is too short. Spinach, ground beef, and fish. Fresh fish. Down in the dirty. We're rolling 30. Deep, 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 deep. I know your niggas hurt me. What up, Killerville? What up, Dollartown? What up, Flow City? Oh shit. What up, Marion County? What up, Sumter? What up, Metro? If you rep SC, you got my respect, yo. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am ready for a little break now. Y'all know I love being in the studio, especially when y'all in here with me. I can be in here by myself for hours at a time, and I'm fine with that. That's all good. But when y'all in here with me, hey, it just more better, more company. So it's not you guys. It's definitely me. Definitely me. I'm ready for a little break. I need to sit in a different chair for a little while, or stand, or do something else. I get tired of all these goddamn straight lines, bro. What the hell? That's that bullshit. I swear. Almost to that point, guys. All right, I think I'm gonna call it right there. Looking at this song, man, there's this one song called My Adidas. I cannot remember who sang that shit though. Oh, there was some rap group back in the day. It was 3 guys from New York, and they always had on the shell toe Adidas. My Adidas. You know what? I cannot for the life of me think of who that group was either. They were probably some really influential, fundamental, foundational rap group that propelled hip hop to where it is today. If I could take a wild guess, but I Run DMC, Run DMC, Run DMC. That sounds familiar. I think I've heard of those guys before somewhere. I don't know. Run DMC. And you gotta go to work for a money hungry jerk. Turn that top light on. Turn this on. Not the Fat Boys. No, it was Run DMC, man. All you can eat. All you can eat. That was one of the Fat Boys hits. That shit was funny as hell. Alright guys, we did stuff today. A little bit of whatever, you know. It is what it is. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'll get with y'all next time.